Thank you.
I think we just start from there. Thank you too much. Huh?
I want to respond to the final one?
Yeah, let's take the first step.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so good afternoon to all, evening to all. The first question has to do with the current location of the former Vice President, Madam Joy Howard Taylor. And there's another connected question as to whether she will remain detained at the Central Police headquarters. Madam Taylor is currently being held at the Liberia National Police headquarters. And yes, indeed, she will be there till she's forwarded to court at our earliest convenience. The issue of the process, questioning the process as to why Madam Taylor wasn't notified before today. There are different methods that investigations would normally take. I think most times here, we're used to the fact that the police will call you in to question you, when investigation is ongoing. In this case, this investigation with the efforts of the entire Joint Security Investigative Team was able to collect sufficient evidence, and we did not need to speak with the suspect. We were proceeding fit for a grand jury to get an indictment, which was going to be sealed until we unfortunately, when Madam Taylor immediately stopped her. So everything was already laid out. It didn't have to go through the process of calling her, notifying her. But you all can check the law. You can cite anything to see if there's any violation of her rights that have been carried out because of how this process was conducted. This investigation is not targeting the previous administration. The Joint National Security Investigative Team has got a mandate from the National Security Council of the Republic of Liberia. And that mandate is not just about arrest and seizure. It's about dismantling the cartel network. And in order to dismantle so that it does not operate again, we have to go to the roots. Indeed, it did not start today, so we have to go back to where it started. So the historical did lead Nelson asked about it being a witch hunt. I can tell you, Madam Taylor is a woman of great faith. She's not related to the case, which one we have the 19,317. This administration attempted to bring the $19 million.
I have two concerns.
Yes, sir.
The first one has to do with the invitation. Officials can use as president because she's a state person. According to you, there has been investigations and you have received substantiated facts that led you to stopping Madam Taylor from accessing a flight. Can you also explain to us, why you think today is the right day to, stop Madam Taylor, even though she was on her way to the women's forum according to her in Ghana? That's my first concern. The second one is, does the charge also include a link of Madam Taylor to the cartel that's currently being dismantled according to you on the administration? Thank you.
I'm Jonah Freeman, the Freeman, during John Roberto Kumo and the Attorney General of the Republic of Nigeria. The podium there, we have CC Liberians, intellectuals, and lawyers there. But I want to know, as stated by you, Roberto Kumo, that the former Vice President, her name is to the over 300 million drug saga, which took place in Brazil. I want to know, you fell short to constitutional reliance or reliances as it relates to arbitrary stop to Ghana once you were on your way to attend a conference. Then to the Justice Minister, as an experienced lawyer in our country's history, you quoted some provision of the criminal procedure law, but then you did not explain to the common people seller in my hometown in Buchanan City, Basso, maybe they may not have been a lawyer or a criminal justice practitioner. Can you elaborate, sir, on the recent expose as it relates to the various provisions?
My name is Daniel very grateful, you stated, and the facts were given. The invitation was given to former VP Tiller. She's currently at the Liberia National Police Headquarters. Was an investigation conducted with the help of the U.S. Embassy? Thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
So we take two more, and then that would be.
My name is Moses Stephen.
That's one. Okay, after the 3 questions.
Minister, thank you for the release today. And of course, I'm concerned as a journalist, and of course, I'm hearing you disclose about the national into aesthetic trustees. I wanted to know the status of the former LDA boss, that's Jakula Biako and Patrick Komasu. How far are they and what are the status in the country?
Thank you, man. That's one when I report from that's a watch newspaper and found this on the nighttime heat. Inspector General, with the entire investigation, there have been a series of concerns ranging from junior officers of those who are responsible for study also opportunity. The issue about we want to say Johnny Bullard offense getting his admittance of receiving grant of 10,000. It is expected that Johnny Bullard but now have been charged for the court in the nature of criminal investigation. He admitted to the crime. It's the use of an action by sending to professional standard. Is that a requirement given the nature of that criminal admittance of committing a crime? And my second question of this same thing is, since the entirety of the investigation, there have been several key actors who have been charged, or who have been linked for the role play allegedly. What is the status in terms of those who in senior government positions, the NSA boss, the former NSA boss, the LTA, and a few other people? Has the police or has the investigation moved beyond these people being just suspended and no senior being charged and forwarded to court as required by law? The last question.
Thank you. My name is Emre Waxing, and I write for the Daily Observer Ministry. So I just want to know, because according to the Inspector General, the Liberian government has uncovered that the former vice president is linked to the drugs that were confiscated as drugs. So now, many out there are wondering as to whether the government has been able to establish the ownership of those property that the individual were. Thank you.
Okay, so there are some legal questions here, and good thing we have the Attorney General in the house. So I will leave all the legal questions for the Attorney General. The ones that are directly with the investigation, I will answer, and if the DA boss designate wants to come into to further, he will as well. I know there's one about whether she is linked to the cartel. Well, we are dismantling the cartel operation. So everybody who is along the lines of that network based on the role that you play, whether, as a state actor or a non-state actor, definitely you will be part of this investigation, and that's the line in which Madam Taylor finds herself. The question about the properties, the property owner of the stash house, yes, we do know the owner of the stash house. We are in contact. We've spoken to him. We've obtained the lease. They paid all of the documents connected to how it was paid for everything. That also a part of our investigation. Was the investigation conducted by the U.S. Embassy? Well, through the help of the U.S. Embassy, we do have U.S. Law enforcement agencies, to include the DEA, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, here in country assisting us in this transnational criminal investigation. Concerns about being expected to be charged, why it was sent to professional standard. So the police has got its own administrative instructions and administrative regulations, processes and procedures as to how to deal with a police officer when they are found wrongdoing. So whenever a police officer is caught in an act of wrongdoing, they have to first go through administrative proceeding before they turn over if criminality is established. Mr. Dean, like every other police officer who will get involved into a wrongdoing, was forwarded to the professional standards, which is by law. It's there, you can look at it, you can request the administrative instructions on professional standard and read it. And professional standard has completed the investigation and has subsequently been turned over to the Crime Services Department, where his investigation continues. I stated the other time, there are things within this investigation that's beyond our reach. The deputy here for Crime Services can add on to it. If we make application to the court for call logs and stuff, we have to wait for us to be able to get it, do the analysis before we can come up to make formal decision on these investigations. Where are we with those who are dismissed and suspended? Well, for those who are dismissed and suspended, the first thing, let's understand, the president has the power to hire and fire. So whether it's based on established criminal reason or not, there's a presidential prerogative to fire. Those who are within the category to be investigated criminally are undergoing criminal investigation. Those who are in the category to be investigated ethically are set to be investigated once the committee is established. I will step aside and allow the Attorney General to take the legally related questions. So they ask about something about whether the stop was arbitrary as per the law. Yeah.
As we have informed the Liberian public continuously, this battle about drug seizure was elevated to the national security level. A joint national security investigative team was put together. And within that team, we have the power or have credible evidence on anybody to prevent them from leaving the country. And we exercise that power. As the IG stated, we are investigated, we have criminal evidence, but we have credible evidence pointing to the activities of the connection of the former vice president. And we acted upon that. We are waiting, but we didn't want to leave the country or answering to the charges. That's why she was prevented from traveling. And we did bring up the investigator. I think we have good enough evidence. assume any linkage or any connection to the matter. We are trying to do this in a very professional manner. We have very seasoned professional people, and we have the assistance from our partners and friends. Thank you.
On that note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, we want to appreciate you for your patience, for your time spent here. We also want to appreciate your very audiences for following. Many thanks to state radio and community radio stations across the country for relaying this press conference. As more detail emerge, we'll be here tomorrow at the Ministry as more detail emerge. As more detail emerge. As more detail emerge. As more detail emerge. As more detail emerge.